Like and subscribe if you like the video, and write in the comments a scary story you want. There's a story about two friends, Nikos and Aris, who decided to spend the weekend in a secluded forest to explore it. They had heard many rumors about this place, its dark past, and something that wandered there. Something that no one dared to mention by name. They thought it was just myths, so they started their walk through the forest without a second thought. Everything was quiet at first. The leaves sighed in the wind, and the birds sang the hymn of the day. But as they ventured deeper, they began to feel that something wasn't right. Every step they took seemed like an overwhelming noise in the silent place. The trees became denser, and the atmosphere grew heavier. Something dark and filthy began to watch them. Nikos was the first to notice it, a presence, something that shouldn't be there. He saw it for a moment, hidden in the shadow of the trees, far away but at the same time so close. A figure, tall and thin, with long skeletal arms and no face. It wasn't human, that was for sure. He felt his heart race and his skin crawl. He immediately turned to Aris. "Aris, do you see that?" he whispered. But when he looked again, the figure had disappeared. Aris, with a doubtful look, replied, "Don't freak out, Nikos. There's nothing here." But Nikos knew that something was there. He felt its gaze, the silent watchfulness of the Slender Man. They tried to keep going, but the air around them had become cold, and the atmosphere grew heavier. Every step they took, every movement they made, was being watched by it. The rustling of the leaves seemed to follow them, as if someone was behind them, feeling them. Suddenly, everything went silent. No birds, no movement in the air. Only their hearts pounding loudly. Nikos felt the cold penetrate him, and turned his head to see, and then he saw it. The Slender Man was there, right behind them. Tall, faceless, with his long arms hanging in the air. Nikos felt an uncontrollable urge to run, but his body couldn't move. The Slender Man's gaze was as if it pierced through him, as if it knew everything about him, as if it wanted something from his very fear. Aris, seeing Nikos' expression, turned to look too, but it was already too late. The Slender Man had already started to approach them. His hands moved slowly, as if inviting them to follow him into the dark world he ruled. Everything around them started to blur. The light faded, and the silence became suffocating. "Run!" Nikos shouted, but his voice was numb and weak. Nikos' last thought before the darkness consumed him was that, no matter what happened, the Slender Man would never let them leave. And since that day, no one has ever seen them again.